never bugging my people. I tell you what I say. I'll never lie, I'll never try, I'll never cry for you people. I'll push you away. All you lonely people, keep on running round my door. All you lonely people, keep on begging, beg no more. Well, I cry for you, yes I die for you. The pain in my heart, it is red. And I tell you now how I feel inside. Feeling my heart is for you. It's for you. Only you. It's for you. I'll never try, I'll never die, I'll never push for you people. I'll tell you how I feel. I'll never lie, I'll never cry, I'll never try for you people. I'll tell you it's for real. Oh, you lonely people, keep on passing time away. Oh, you lonely people, keep on passing time away. Well, I cry for you, yes I die for you. Rain in my heart, it is red. And I tell you now how I feel inside. Feeling my heart is for you. I'll take everything as it comes my way. Pushing your hand around my door. And I cry for you, yes I die for you. This blood in my hands all for you. You shut up, cause your mother, you feel it. Take control. All alone. Feel alive in your soul. Go around town, steal another dime, take another line. Won't you feel it, make it your soul out of mind. Go around town, steal another dime, do another line. Won't you get higher and higher all the time? Go around town, steal another dime. Won't you put your drugs in my face? Yes, I'm feeling fine. Don't put your drugs in my face. I'm gonna put you in your place. No way, I don't want it no more. And it's mine. Said this pain in my heart is all mine. Yes, it's mine. Well, this pain in my heart is all mine. I don't want it no more. 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 And it's mine. It's all mine. Yeah, it's mine. It's all mine. I cry for you, yes I die for you. The pain in my heart is hell. I'll take everything as it comes my way. Feeling my heart for you, and I lie for you. I die for you. The pain in my heart is real, and I tell you now how I feel. The pain in my heart is for you. For you. Only you. Only you. It's for you. It's for you. Only you. Only you. It's for you.
Good Lord. Oh, good Lord almighty. Good Lord. I had to find a cover. I had to find a cover of that song. Because I'm pretty sure cover songs are not copyrighted. That guy did a pretty good job, but that guy did a pretty good job. But I looked and I looked and I looked. I found people with like 12 views on YouTube. There's so many people just I love it. So many people just doing their fucking thing, and most of it is cringe. Most of it is like, oh, you poor babe, like me, and I love it. I love human trying, like do it, all of it. I love it. Everything good and creative, not prankster. You know, unless it's a harmless prank. But for the most part, everything I do is for you. It's true. Don't put your drugs in my face. My friend Abby, maybe one day in the future, she'll sit down and watch these. I've always been in love with beautiful women. It's my Achilles heel. My Achilles heel since I was 11 years old, or whenever it was that I first fell in love. I lost my virginity to a beautiful young girl. I was 12, she was 13, and she was a sexy 13-year-old girl. I can recall my own memories, my own personal memories as a 12-year-old boy, and it was the first time I had ever felt love. Like, felt, besides the vaguely defined tendrils of parental whatever that is, when you're not loved by your parents, when you're not truly loved by your parents, your sense of what love is really fucked up. And so the first step in that direction of making it a more magnanimous experience was a beautiful girl. So it defined my perception, just like your first time doing anything, your first time with anything is, and she broke my heart and all that stuff. And then since then, it was always the angel-faced pretty girl who it turns out, I mean, Abby, whom I was in love with, but I was just her friend. I was just like fawning after her, like I'm her guy friend. She has she's still like, she's whatever, masculine minded, whatever that is. Same thing with Shelley. Like, there's a correlation somehow between not super, like, hot women, like attractive women, who are also have the mind of being able to hang, like not just be there for the raw sex experience, but to have the mind of interaction, of mindful interaction. And Abby was one of them, and she was so many experiences walking into that apartment, her drugged up and like just fucked up things. But she was a Candlebox fan, and she was struggling with her drug addiction. And while we were together, and we did blow together numerous occasions. Other stuff, like, there's a lot of that, but it was also like always this my whole life has been this like trying to save this redemptive thing. Like, please don't come. Get in the boat, get in the peaceful, placid boat. Let us float. Let's float. We all float down here. She was a huge Candlebox fan, a huge audio. She always had a fucking kick-ass fucking system in her car, and she'd jam the fuck out to really fucking powerful music, like Slipknot and Candlebox. That song specifically, "For You," it's an escape from the addiction song. It's you fucking people. It's addiction is like, it really is anything. It's it's the destructive chaos, Dionysian, arrested, like being captive to a force that is, in all honesty, it's the lizard force. It's the lizard force. It's the lizard brain. And there's this poetic sorrow that is involved in both recognizing the nature of being shackled to it, as well as the desire to escape from it, and to recognize like the love of the attachments despite their destructive nature. It's really, it's a sorrowful thing. But I woke up this morning, sort of just in that space. I don't even fucking know what time it is right now. I guess I should go find out, huh? What time is it? What butt fucking time is it? Is it not quite 11? Here in Tennessee? Here in Nashville, Tennessee? Oh, sorry, I forgot I took a train to Dallas. I'm in Dallas. Oh, it's PM, huh? Holy fuck, I slept late. Anyway, I guess I should change that, huh? Let's call it 1 PM. 1. It's all for you. It's all for you. Obviously, I've been on a lizard people kick. And really, seriously, I am. Did you know herpes is lizard people? If you want to, if you have herpes, I'm sorry. If you have herpes, you're probably a lizard person. I think we're all lizard people. I think that's the root of the answer to the question. The answer to the question. Oh, come on, bitch. Polsky. The answer to the question about lizard people is that we're all lizard people. That's the hard answer. That's the hard answer to the hard question. And that's what the devil thing is. And it's more pronounced in certain people, but it's endemic to the fucking terrarium. It's a part of the terrarium. It's a part of the Garden of Eden. It's just a thing that's there, that's always there. And it's always been there, and it's always test you. Are you worthy? Can you do it? Can you become like God? And the people in power said, yes, I can. And they dared. And they've always been so close. That's why they're satanic, child raping, fucking criminals. Because that's what God would do. The true God is beyond the material. The true God is beyond even the most rudimentary desires of a material creature. But without getting into that, just my mind, I've been so fascinated. I don't want to go all look at look at his stupid thinking and blah blah blah. I want to be as real and scientific and practical, and I want to dwell within the domain of rationality when approaching the subject of the problem of evil, which is human, which is like reptile brain human shit. The problem of evil is the reptile brain. So let's first go to herpetology. Herpetology. Herpetology is a branch of zoology. You thought I was joking. Is a branch of zoology concerned with the study of amphibians and reptiles. And so birds which are cladistically included within reptilia are traditionally excluded here, because who's the bird? Because the reptile people want to become the Quetzalcoatl. That's what that's about. The fucking academics, the academic reptile people are like the feathered serpent. They want to escape. They're not going to. I'm here to put a fucking stop to it. You dwell where you belong, in the fucking dirt. Stay. Get back in the fucking dirt until you learn not to fucking kill, rape and eat your own children. If you can't do that, you're staying in the fucking dirt. You could, maybe you could. Maybe the Quetzalcoatl, the winged serpent, could emerge with my message. Like, did you know that all you have to do is not rape and kill humans, and you could escape the fucking material prison? Or you could enter into the material. That's what they're trying to do, is enter into materiality through the fucking AI machines and the possessing of humans and all this stuff. Did you know that there's an in-way? There's an input. Stop killing and raping humans. Stop eating, killing, and raping humans. What do you think? What do you think? We open the door for you. How? Oh, they must be thinking, oh my God, how could I ever possibly stop? How could I ever stop committing murder? Oh, murder and rape, it's so much a part of who I am. So the human. Okay, so naming, etymology, subfields, careers, study, journal. Okay, herping. Whoa. See also, herping. Ooh, let's go herping. Let's go herping, guys. We're gonna fucking find them. And what we'll do is we'll pin wings on the snakes. I'm so serious about this. I just fucking went and I found some guy on YouTube, some herpetologist on YouTube, and I was like, I got to study this fucking behavior, like recognize what it is. What are they? Where does this come from? How does this genetic swarm of what is it, and how does it function within the terrarium of Earth? And it's true for the human, those which are susceptible to the human interface. Like I was saying previously, people who are more prone to evil prefer darkness. It is fucking crazy how much mystical shit is really fucking basic common sense. Like, it blows your fucking mind how much is just right there. Like, some common phrase, some common saying will just one day blow your mind and you realize you knew it all along. It's like that Tool song. It says, a child's rhyme stuck in my head says that life is but a dream. I've spent so many years in question to find I've known this all along. It's dark, like literal darkness. Like, where are you? Where is your mind? Do you want to go like this and hide? Do you want to be the snake underneath the rock? Is your thing like this? Like peering out from the shadows? Not ever going, hi, I'm Franklin Ward. My ass is falling asleep. My taut virgin asshole is falling asleep. What the fuck was I just saying? Do you want to assert yourself as who you are? Who am I? Who am I? I have a given birth name. I have a twin brother. And I have a pseudonym. And they all go together. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work because Elon Musk is a lizard person. More than most. More than most. I say we invite the reptilian aspects of because it's like a trance-like obsession for everybody at this point with the AI. We'll go watch the Tucker Carlson thing. He just did a thing about the occult, and what are the fucking weird synchronicities there? This guy he talks to, I just listened to it yesterday for the first time, and apparently it was around the same time that I was like talking about all this other shit, and like it's either coincidence or he's watching my shit or something fucking bizarre. But there's points in that podcast with the guy talking about the occult stuff where they mention like Ghostbusters, Gnosticism, Blavatsky. They fucking mention Madame Blavatsky. I'm like, no fucking way, dude. What are the chances? And it seems like there's this like resonant frequency thing going on where the desire to go that direction involves something like maybe, and I really do think, because nobody else is going to fucking say it because they're a bunch of cowards. Yes, child raping, human sacrifices happen on this fucking planet. Yes, it's most likely at the behest of the sickest, most evil, dark, fucking powerful people on Earth. Creatures, whatever. Reptilian-like. Or satanic-like, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I think interfacing with a moral architecture that allows first of all, the recognition that that is not a throughway for this, A, and B, that it needs to fucking quit. It needs to stop. It needs to fucking stop. Let the serpents have wings. Let the rabbits wear glasses. God in heaven. Come on out. Come on out, guys. What am I even fucking looking for? I done lost my mind. Sam Altman is more open AI than Grok. Than Grokopedia. Tell me, before we go herping, which is the act of searching for amphibians or reptiles. The act of search. I actually did herping when I was a child in Texas. We went around looking for snakes and salamanders and lizards and all the fucking frogs and the horny toads and all that stuff. I collected them. I was an amateur herpetologist as a 7, 8, 9, and 10-year-old boy. 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old boy. Between the ages of 6 and 10. I was an amateur herpetologist. Not fucking kidding you. Aaron Miller, who I bet at this point is either doing a life sentence. Aaron Miller. I wonder if I could go find that fucking dude. HTTPS. Let's crash it. Let's crash it. Whoa, let's crash it. By the way, I'm winning. Word person, I'm winning. The word people are winning. The Satanists go back under the rock. Creepy fucking golem. Go back under the rock, you fucking reptile. The word people are winning. Holy shit. I just want to see if there's anyone named Aaron Miller. With red hair. And what's with the redheaded people? Well, the redheaded people... Okay, so... Pennsylvania... See all people. It's a very common name, apparently. How many redheads named Aaron Miller? Blue Springs Marine went to Warrensburg High School. Would you be able to find them based on... Nah. Would he, like, maybe... What are the chances? Seems like the kind of person who would raise bulldogs. If our childhood is of any suggestion as to how the outcome of these people. Miller's American Bullies. No. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's too fucking loud, dude. Okay. Tell me. Tell me about the human brain as it relates to the reptile brain in the phylogenetic tree. Phylogenetic tree. I'm gonna pause until these niggers shut the fuck up. Can't get them to shut the fuck up. You can't get them to shut the fuck up. Okay, so the reptile brain, here's a short summary. The reptile brain is a popular name for the basal ganglia and associated brainstem structures in older models. Paul MacLean's triune brain. MacLean proposed 3 stacked systems: reptilian, basal ganglia brainstem, paleo-mammalian, which is the limbic system, and the neo-mammalian, which is the neocortex. I'm so sorry. Modern comparative neuroscience rejects the strict triune view. Brain evolution is not a simple layering of independent brains. Structures regarded as quote-unquote reptilian, the basal ganglia and the brainstem nuclei, are ancient and conserved across all vertebrates, or across, not all vertebrates, but it says across vertebrates. But they are highly integrated with limbic and cortical circuits rather than acting separately. Key points relating the human brain to the so-called reptile brain: the homology and continuity. Basal ganglia and brainstem nuclei are homologous across vertebrates between fish, reptiles, and mammals. The basal ganglia. Basil. I love basil as an herb. I can remember that. Basal ganglia. That's going to be the name of my tribe. Whenever I join the lizard people, we're going to have a tribe called Basal Ganglia. The Basal Gang. The Basal Ganglia. West. Deep South Side. Function. Those circuits implement fundamental functions like motor control, action selection, habit formation, homeostasis, arousal, and threat responses. Okay? The function of these in human beings. In humans, these ancient circuits still handle core automatic processes, motor patterning, instinctive defense responses, basic reward aversion signaling, autonomic regulation, and fast stimulus-driven choices. Apparently there's a Holocaust going on nearby. Here's where it's important. The integration with newer systems. The basal ganglia, otherwise known as the reptile brain, and brainstem are tightly connected with limbic structures like the amygdala, the hypothalamus, and the hippocampus, and the neocortex. Cognitive control, planning, language, and abstract thought emerge from interactions among cortex, limbic system, and basal ganglia, rather than from cortical override of an isolated reptilian module. So what it's saying here is according to modern reptile mammalian brain theory, which this is all theory. Everything here is theory. Don't ever listen to a fucking neuroscientist like Sam Harris tell you something and then go, yes, I believe it, as a matter of fact, and just glom onto it like a desperate fucking salamander creeping towards the fucking nugget of dog shit. Don't ever fucking do that. It's just a thought. It functions as a floating fortress, and it can be attacked and fucking disassembled and fucking something new comes. That's how science works. The current idea is that the reptile brain is so cognitive. So all of these things, Jesus fucking Holocaust. Praise the Holocaust. Holy fucking Holocaust. I don't hear any screams. That's the problem. Is that how efficient it was? Is that how efficient it was? They had mountains because they needed mountains. The Holocaust, outside of Auschwitz, the Holocaust. Do you remember? I wasn't there. I have no idea. But apparently, the amount of systematic butchery that was going on required mountains and literal mountains of coal to fuel the furnaces. Which is interesting because the supply lines were cut. It's so bizarre how the aerial photographs show so much coal and wood and fuel for burning bodies. The amount that was needed was just, it's like the Andes sitting outside of Auschwitz. You could see it from miles away. That's how much was required, definitely. And that's why there's evidence that it was there. And it was so efficient that there was no screaming. There was no violation of the sound ordinances surrounding Auschwitz. Nobody called the cops on the Auschwitz people saying, hey, turn down that racket. I'm so fucking sorry that there's a fucking Holocaust going on behind me, so I can't think of anything but the Holocaust. I wish the Holocaust behind me would stop. Okay. So the integration with newer systems. I think that what this paragraph is saying, the basal ganglia and brainstem are tightly connected with limbic structures in the neocortex, in that cognitive control, planning, language, abstract thought, they emerge from interactions between the reptile brain and the higher systems, rather than there being like an override. If you think of your brain as like in this triune system previously, like as separate things, what this paragraph is saying is that the new ideas are that they're interactive, and rather than like one on top of the other, there's a coalescence going on. Misconceptions to avoid. The idea that humans have a distinct reptile mind that operates independently and blindly opposes the rational cortex. And blindly opposes the rational cortex is inaccurate. Emotional, habitual, reflexive behaviors arise from distributed interacting networks shaped by both deep evolutionary conservation and mammal-specific specialization. That's what it sounded like when Jews were executed and thrown into the furnace. You hear it? Poor Jews. It sounds intentional at this point. So gay. I'm at 42 minutes. I didn't even get to where... Okay, so what else did I want to talk about? So I'm studying herpetology, right? And now we've discovered and established that the present myth makers are aiding in the idea, the storyline, is to say that rather than higher human thinking being an afterthought, like something that came and took control, it's all like miasmic interplay. Who knows? Oh, here's what else we needed to do though. Let's go back to Wikipedia and look up Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl, a central deity in Quetzalcoatl. How do you say it? Oh, you gay. I don't like gay. I just don't do fecal sex. That's what we should fucking start calling it. Fecal sex. Fecal sex. Yep. It's no longer anal sex, it's fecal sex. You need to know precisely, you need to get right to the fucking point. Stinky, gross, disease-ridden feces, fecal sex. Okay, so Quetzalcoatl is a deity in Aztec culture and literature. Among the Aztecs, he was related to Venus, the sun, merchants, merchants. Arts, crafts, knowledge, and learning. He was also the patron god of the Aztec priesthood. He is also a god of wisdom, learning, and intelligence. He was one of several important gods in the Aztec pantheon, along with the gods of blah blah blah. A bunch of words that I bet even a modern Mayan couldn't or Aztecian couldn't fucking pronounce. The two other gods represented by the planet Venus are an ally of the god of rain and a psychopomp and its twin, blah blah blah. Quetzalcoatl wears a blah blah blah. I don't want to know what he looks like, even though there's a nice picture from the Codex Laude, which is a 16th century Mesoamerican codex named for the European who owned it. So he's depicted there like that, as a snake with, I guess, feathers. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't fucking know. Okay, so this is what he looked like. You need to divide this into his appearance, because I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about the mythology, and you're giving me how he was depicted. The earliest known documentation of the worship of the feathered serpent occurs in Teotihuacan, which, by the way, the mushrooms came from Mexico. So, there's gotta be something to this. Some dirty fucking earthy reptile fungus fucking thing going on with all this stuff. And I don't think it's quote unquote evil. That's the thing. I think that the preservation of the human prerogative, the model, forward-facing progress of the human model with its desire to become a starfaring species, requires the basic fucking understanding of not killing, of really not killing each other, period. But especially not raping and killing children. And why this needs to be said to, because I know they're watching, to the ruling class, why the most powerful people on earth need to be told, stop raping and killing your own children, stop possessing the minds of people by doing this. If you want to grow, is fucking beyond my understanding. But it's apparent. That's probably the only fucking thing. You can summon Frankenstein's monster. Summon the demons of Revelation. If whatever the fuck it is you're trying to do. But what you have to stop doing first is parasitizing human beings. And get off this lawyer fucking shit. If you can't do that, if you think you're comfortable in that position, then then you're brace yourself. Brace yourself for 12. Fucking retards. You fucking lizard-brained homunculi. Feathered serpent deity in Mesoamerica. There's a main article for feathered serpent. Ooh, maybe that's where I need to go. The feathered serpent is a prominent supernatural entity or deity found in many Mesoamerican religions. Okay. It is called Quetzalcoatl among the Aztecs, Cucu clan, among the Yucatec Maya, Cuquitamatz, and Tohir among the Quiche Maya. The double symbolism used by the feathered serpent is considered allegorical to the dual nature of the deity. Being feathered represents its divine nature or ability to fly to reach the skies, while being a serpent represents its human nature or ability. I fucking misread that. Being feathered represents its divine nature and its ability to go upwards, while being a serpent represents its human nature and ability to creep on the ground among other animals on Earth. A dualism very common in Mesoamerican deities. Representations of feathered serpents appear in the Olmec culture, which predates the Maya and the Aztec, 1400 to 400 BC, around the Buddha time, around the time of the Buddha. I'm not gonna keep going. 52 minutes is enough. Plus my taut virgin asshole is falling asleep again. And the Holocaust is over. The Holocaust is done. So now we can all go to sleep. I had other things on mind, but I can't think of them. Maybe I'll come back and do it later. It's all for you. It is. I promise. It's all for you. I ate a handful. I ate my children. I ate my children a handful of pills, and I need some shit, something to drink to wash it down. A handful of pills. My life is being sustained by consuming my children, whose names are printed on my pills. I bet there's an E in there somewhere too, because there's a Lou. I'm gonna look and see on if like the I bet the heart medication has an E on it. I'm gonna look right now actually. Okay. Cholesterol. No. What about blood pressure? No, those are all numbers. What about the other one? No E's. Bummer. What else would there be? E. Let's see. E, B. E. B, R. O, S. Another E. O, S. There's a lot of fives. There's a lot of fives. Anyway, 5 stands for the S in Rose. How about that? Meow. Meow. And of course McKenna. Anyway. Keeping those studs in there, keeping those connections, keep those alive, grow your mind, stop believing satanic bullshit, override your reptile brain. Override the reptile brain. Ride the reptile brain. Like override it. Like get on top of it. Just like it's stacked into the reptile brain. No, what's it called? Basal ganglia. Okay, so you see the thalamus, the figure shows the cortical surface with an overlay of the basal ganglia. It even looks, the blue dots on the cortical surface represent the neuronal activity for a notional emulation. What's a notional? It even looks like the globus pallidus externus looks like a fucking lizard. And then the pineal gland, like dude, there's something going on there. I think that's it, dude. I think that's it. I really do. I think I'm fucking onto something. The people who are primarily, because you can go look into like what the functions of the lizard brain are. They're related to raw. Are you here for that? No, you're good, dude. It's the perfect height. Are you replacing or taking?
Taking.
What happens when? Are they gonna replace them? Because there's still a problem.
There's another festival company that's out in the city, and they're working, but Nevers, the one that owns the building,
They're giving it up. Huh. Interesting. Okay.
They said that they haven't heard any reports.
But they're still okay. All right. All right, I gotta fucking go. But it is weird. It is strange. That looks like a salamander, and the higher mind is like the extra stuff that comes afterwards. It's like an after effect. And so evolution requires the integration and the recognition of the function of these things. But that they're immovable. But what they do, their purpose is like battle and war oriented, which is why the ruling class loves, and they're cold-blooded. It's cold-blooded war shit, and maybe. I don't know, there's something to it. But you just gotta get over that. You gotta get over it.